What?
His flesh is shriveling like a mummy's.
He's becoming misshapen.
You are creating a horror.
The machine. I'll turn it off.
Too late, he breathes.
It's worse. He lives.
May God forgive you, Frankenstein. You've made a monster.
I can't go back into that house. I can't look at him again.
You must. You should not have fled from him an hour ago. You are responsible for him. You are his creator.
Yes, you're right. I am the great god, Frankenstein. But how could he have changed as I gave him life? I planned a thing of beauty and produced a loathsome horror.
Man cannot usurp the properties of God. Let us go in.
Oh, all right. Oh, why should I fear him? His trifleness may only be that of an exterior that I in some way mad. I gave him a brain capable of the most lofty thoughts, the noblest actions. Why, it's going to be all right. And his body of a fiend may be the nature of an angel. I planed his nature so.
Victor, the laboratory door has opened. He has burst the lock.
With giant strength.
He's gone.
Professor Wildman, what's that lying in the shadows?
It's Madame Maurice.
She didn't go to her sister's. She saw him. She fainted of fright.
Victor, she is dead.
Oh, no, no.
Her throat has been crushed by the giant hands. The monster killed her.
Oh, no. I, the great god, Frankenstein.
Well, my boy, how does it feel to be on your own feet again? Not bad after a year in bed, I'll wager.
A year has passed after that awful night.
Enough. I forbid you to speak to that just yet.
Oh, I'm quite strong now. We must talk, Professor. This is my first opportunity to be with you alone.
Careful, Victor. Elizabeth is in the next room. And your mother?
They don't know?
No one knows but you and me. They think your ravings of the monster figments of delirium. And you have been quite mad, you know.
Yes, mercifully mad. Until a week ago, the darkness lifted from my brain to help me remember and to fear. What other crimes has the thing I committed since you brought me here? Where is he? You must tell me.
You have nothing to fear, Victor. The monster is dead.
Dead?
Yes.
You're not lying to me. You're not lying just to ease my mind.
No, during the week since the first disappearance, he has seen in several villages, and the superstitious farmers took him for a demon from another world. At last, he was fired upon and wounded. The trail of his blood and traced to the edge of the mountain chasm, 1,000 feet in depth. We shall never hear from him again.
Really dead? Oh, oh, I feel as though a weight of time itself were lifted from my shoulders. I'm free again. My nightmare is over. There's nothing more to fear.
Victor, darling.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Come in, my dear.
I hope you will forgive my intrusion. I heard Victor's voice and it sounded so different, so happy I simply had to come in and see.
Oh, I am happy, dear. I shall be happy forevermore.
You will be even happier if left with Elizabeth alone. I know, young lovers.
Oh, really, Professor?
I'll see you later.
Elizabeth, dear sweetheart.
Oh, how good it is to see you yourself again. You've been so ill, so close to death.
But now I have returned to life and to you forever.
You mean until you go away again, back to your studies, your experiments?
No, my studies are over. My experiments are ended.
Victor!
I shall never enter a laboratory again. There will be no more postponements of our wedding.
Then I shall have you all my own, always.
Always.
Oh, my dear, you don't know how happy that will make me. I've been so jealous of the science which has kept you from me. It seemed to keep you even from the sun.
I have come back to you. And I...
Elizabeth?
Oh, your mother is calling me. I must tell her. Perhaps we can be married right away.
Tomorrow, if possible.
Oh, I love you.
How I love you.
Elizabeth?
Coming, Mother Frankenstein. Oh, I'm so happy.
And I... Happy, happy, happy. There's nothing now to fear.
You're wrong, Frankenstein.
You! Alive!
Yes, I, the monster you created.
Meow.
And Satan. These folks has got to wait until next time to hear the finish of these yarns. Then we'll tell them some true facts about this Frankenstein and his monster that will make their hair curl.
Meow.
We bring you The Witch's Tale, written and produced by Alonzo Dean Cole. And now, let us join old Nancy, Witch of Salem, and her black cat, Satan.
102-year-old I be today. Yes, sir, 102 years old. Well, Satan, if these folks would just douse out them lights and make it nice and dark, we'll finish telling them that pretty story that we began last time they were here. We already told them how the scientist fella discovered the secret of life and made a monstrous, ugly giant whose first act was to strangle an old lady. Then he disappeared, and the fella who made him thought he'd been killed. Been killed! A year later, we hear the giant's awful voice calling him. Now drop to the fire and gaze into the embers. Gaze into them deep and hear the rest of our yarn of Frankenstein. Frankenstein!
Meow.
I followed you to this desolate place as you bade me. What do you want of me?
To show you my home, Frankenstein. This barren cave upon the mountainside, exposed to the wind and howling beasts. Here I, the monster you created to live, whilst you resided in comfort. I wanted to show you my solitude while you were planning your marriage.
I thought you were dead.
You made me too strong. The fall you heard had killed me, could not destroy my body. I simply disappeared from man because man had shut me out. Even you cannot bear to look upon my repulsive being. Even you, my maker, my God.
God. The great god Frankenstein.
Yes, when you made me, so you called yourself.
How did you learn that I was your creator?
Upon that night, when I first knew life, you fled from the horror you'd given birth and bredeth me. I was naked. It was cold. I wrapped a cloak of yours about me. There were papers in its pockets. When I learned to read, I found these papers were notes of your creation. A pity tale they told of how you made me from the refuse of the slaughterhouse and morgue. I'm partly man and partly beast. You owe me recompense for the awful life of which I'm doomed. That is why I come to you tonight, that you may pay your debt.
What do you wish?
A companion.
A come?
Yes, Frankenstein. Oh, I hate you, and yet I love you. For you're all I have. Take pity on the thing you made, for I am lonely with a hunger that no man can ever know.
You want me for your companion?
No! You, no more than other men, can bear to look upon my frightfulness. Give me a creature as loathsome as myself, one who will not run from me and hide his horrors.
You mean create another monster?
Yes, for everything upon this earth, except for me, there is a mate of my breed. I am Adam, Frankenstein. Make me an Eve.
Eve. A female?
Yes.
No.
You plan marriage. Why not I?